Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 3 Week 9, Day 5. But anyways, today we got ourselves a Vault weekend. We're currently up to 11 keys, 6 found normally and 5 found from the pity thingy. And we still need quite a bit more before we hit the next pity timer. We have a pretty good daily adventure board right now as well. 4 event keys and 2 gem keys. One other thing to mention, while I normally don't mention much about the offers, the current offer is actually tied for the best offer we ever have as far as reoccurring offers. This happens about once every few Vault events. They don't do it every single time, but when they do, it is really good value. I personally don't buy it, but it is very worth considering compared to the average purchase within the game. It's 3 Vault keys and 50 gems for $2, so you can get 15 Vault keys and 250 gems for $10 then. I personally don't go for it, but it is pretty much one of the best things you can spend money on. So if you want it this weekend, it's pretty good value. Like, it's actually good value for once. Like, this tag that means absolutely nothing, it actually means something on this one. I'm not sure about $10 value, quote unquote, but it is definitely worth it for the money. So worth mentioning that. But if you don't want to, you can easily farm them. As you can see, we already have 11 of those 15 keys. And we're going to keep going. That's going to be the main thing we do this stream. Though before we do, let's go clear out Adventure Board. Adventure Board's pretty shiny today. Let's go claim all of our loot and go from... Actually, you know what? I can go run this quick kill team. We can actually run this on the common battles. And then for the other battle, we'll just use a normal team and go from there. And it's dead. I love that so much, seeing the instant kill. Oh, we do have a pet active. Nice. I think I already have that max, though, unfortunately. So hello, everyone. Hope you've been having a wonderful day and a lucky grind as well. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Scout. Hello, Interception. Hello, John. Hello, Imperial. Hello, HD Addict. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Bill. Hello, Low Tiger. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, CeeLo. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is so funny seeing everything die instantly. And hello, Isabel. Welcome. Also, anyone in my guild, I mentioned it earlier, but might as well mention it again. I'll mention it in the chat like every day as well. But we'll be giving out 25 gems to everyone in the guild who gets 3,000 or more trophies this week. And whoever gets the absolute highest amount of trophies will get 50 gems. Obviously, it's not much, but we don't have too many of those things to gift. So it's a little something, since we're kind of trying to push up trophies to top 25. And what better weekend than on a Vault weekends. Actually, I might not even hit 3,000 by the end of this weekend. Depends how much grinding we do. I think we're almost at 1,400, if I'm not mistaken. So we're like halfway there. Oh no, it didn't die. Oh no. That's actually really bad. We don't have a way to quickly kill it. The Geats has too much durability. Oh no. This is slightly problematic. Because our team is not set up to come back from a not one-shot. Come on, he's not even giving us a skull. He's not giving us anything. Gosh, I gotta give him a skull. It's like no good moves at all. This battle's gonna take forever now. There we go. We got something to kill him with. There we go. Alright, now let's go switch to a real team. So that doesn't happen again. Let's run Phoenicia or something. Phoenicia, we should already be set to magic, so we should be good to go. You just got over 1,600 points in 25 battles to get on leaderboard. I think you can do it. Let's see. I'm not sure exactly how far the point scaling is this event. So honestly, I do not know, because every single event is scaled a bit differently. So it's kind of hard to gauge exactly how many you would need. For some of the other events, like Bounty Hunter and stuff like that, it's really easy to gauge, because you can just kind of determine about what the average Valraven rate is, and you know you're going to get 6,000 every single time. But for something like the World Lore event, it's kind of hard to determine, because the scoring for it literally changes every week. Like, the scoring is never the same from week to week. So it's harder to tell exactly how many battles would net how many points. Does it matter what level difficulty Explorer you're doing to get Nisha and Anu? Yes. You ideally want to be doing Explore 12. Anus don't start appearing until Explore 6 at an ultra low rate. And Nishas don't start appearing until Explore 9 at an extremely low rate. But if you want to get either of them, Explore 12 is realistically the only viable location, just because how much drastically higher it is in Explore 12 compared to any other location. Come on, get full mana. You're so close. It's 1 mana off from winning. That's all we need, 1 mana. And of course, it's nowhere's on this board. 3 colors would work, and not a single one's available. Now it is. Well, now it's not. Come on. 1 mana. Do you give mana? No, you don't give mana. Phylactery doesn't give all mana to all allies? I guess not. That does, though. And that's that. Well, hello, Tyrian! Welcome. And there's all of our keys. Then we're going to get plenty more from the event itself. And, of course... oh, wait, do we need the pet? Oh, I'm still probably going to do it regardless. No, we do not need more copies of the pet. However, that's not going to stop us. We've actually done every single pet today. Trying to get the food up. Let's see. We'll take that down. Get our explosion. Oh, don't you revive. What are you doing? Delaying the inevitable. Oh yeah, and BlizzCon had their presentation today. Not really too interesting from my side. But they're definitely trying to get people back into Hearthstone, that's for sure. And aside from that, they're remastering Diablo 2, which looked pretty interesting. And it's coming to console. I don't think it ever came to console before. Even to Switch. I saw on Switch's thing. I was like, wait, it's coming to Switch too? But yeah, they're launching on everything. Diablo 2 is actually the only Diablo game I ever played. So I was like really young when I played it, like 6, 7. Let's see, what it came out in 2000, right? So yeah, I would have been 6 years old when it came out. So I played it when I was 6 years old, like 6, 7, 8, around there. That is how long it has been. I've never played through the game completely. Actually, I've never played through any Diablo game completely. Well, obviously, that's the only one I played. But I don't know, I might give it a shot. We'll see. They haven't given an official date yet when it's coming out, though. Like, almost everything this year. Nothing has an official date. I think the only game I'm interested in this year that has a 100% official date is... Actually, even that doesn't have an official date yet. The beta does, but the launch doesn't. Is Century Age of Ashes. But no, not even that has an official date. Because its early access release is just early April. It doesn't have a date set to it yet. The beta does. That's on the 12th to the 21st, I believe it was. Let's see, I'll take that down. Explode everything. Oh no, another revive. Gosh, they really want to revive today. It's one of those days where 25% revive means 100%. Oh, I should have just scolded him. That would have killed. But so does this. And after we claim our pets, we'll go on the Valky grind. And the first Valky we get will hand out a code. Regardless of what means we get it by, we shall hand out the code. Is that aligned? No. Let's see. I'll take that for... Actually, you know what? I'll try for that to try to get the brown off the sky. I didn't get it, though. And then just Withering Staff kills. Because hello, Andre. Welcome. But I mentioned that earlier. But there it is in text. Let's see. We'll take that over. Grab that. Explode everything. There's no greens on this board. When he exploded all greens, he wasn't kidding. There were no greens remaining. So I'll take that over. At this point, we just get a rep again, and that should be good. Oh, so we're getting pretty close to a level. I'm not sure we're gonna get it this time. You got 2 epic vault keys today. Lucky. I was mentioning earlier to stream that we keep getting ultra unlucky on epic vault keys. I have only ever seen 1 ever. We have still ever only gotten 1. I'm not sure why I'm so unlucky on it. If we got up at the drop rate, I think we would have had 7 epic vault keys by now. If we got at the drop rate of 1 every 10 vault keys. Yeah, in that time we only got 1. Oh, I hate that this thing is blinking. It always makes me want to come here and it's like, oh yeah, it's just my vault keys I'm deliberately not taking. At least this guy doesn't blink, but that needs to just not exist. I'm still not sure why they added shrines. It's such a weird mechanic that is completely pointless and has no reason to be in the game whatsoever. Like, flash offers worked, but something like that is just awful. It just gets in the way for people who don't want to pay. It's not even good enough for people to spend money on. Oh, whoops, I'm using the wrong team, aren't I? Oh well, let's use a Phoenicia kill. We're already using it, might as well just finish it out for that. Oh, we did dungeons, right? Or did I do the pet thing instead? Yeah, we did all the things. We did all the things. Okay, let me go switch over to our quick kill dust level team, of course. The main event for this weekend, that's not it. The ultra quick kill. First weekend it's been usable on. Or, you know, as far as vault weekends. The one-shot auto win. I never thought this would rejoin the game. But they did it. This was such a fun mechanic 5+ years ago. It lasted for about a few months. I forget exactly how long it was in the game. But it's back. Until they nerf it. No, I really hope they don't. As I mentioned earlier, I feel like they won't just because it uses mythics on the team. If this was doable with like epics or below, or even legends or below, they might nerf it. But given that you need a mythic for it and multiple of them, well, technically you only need 1 for to do it, but the super quick kill requires 3. Kind of makes me think they won't nerf it, and they'll just basically make it into the new Iron Gut or new Ferrous Raw. Actually, Ferrous Raw is probably a little bit better of an example, just because they're both a heavy resource gaining troop. Obviously, this one doesn't directly give you resources, but indirectly, it's a resource farming troop. Obviously, Ferrous Raw is a little bit more obvious what it farms. Whereas this is a bit more indirect. You're grinding out your final class? Nice. Yeah, Oracle's a pretty useless one. I'm pretty sure most people save their most useless hero classes for last because it can make sense. Though they did mention they're going to add some more kingdoms to the game. So we're going to be getting some more hero classes. We're going to finally go get the elemental hero class and stuff like that. I'm really curious how broken the elemental hero class is going to be. It has a lot of potential to be the most broken hero class in the game. Even if they do everything they can to not make it broken, it'll still be an elemental that has elemental tree. With that alone already being good. Elemental tree being storm tree, which has explosion on yellow and 1 magic to all elementals per cast, I believe it is. The most perfect they could possibly make it is give it a good 3rd trait. Give it storm, which is going to have. There's no way it doesn't have storm. Give it stone. And then it's probably going to have another element because obviously it's elemental. And then give it like either water for the freeze or give it like green for the entangle. Either or. I think that would be the strongest because they're obviously going to give it an elemental. They're not going to give it like rogue or something, which would be more powerful than those other 2 I just mentioned. But there's no way they would make it a non-elemental thing. Yeah, storm, stone, and either water or the green grass one, whatever it's called. Nature, I think it's called. If they do one of that, those combinations will be really strong. Actually, there's a possibility it would be storm, water, and that one green one as well. That would basically make it Pride Hunter. Or, sorry, Sunspear. It'd basically make it Sunspear, but an elemental and without Perpetual Storm. Unless I give it Perpetual Storm. Actually, that'd be really broken for a 3rd trait. Yeah, Forest is the one I'm referring to with the green one. Whenever I say the green one. Yeah, that's the one. I didn't think about that. What if they give it a perpetual storm? That would be both good and bad. The reason it would be bad is if your elemental team doesn't specifically need that color, it'd be bad. So depending on what color the perpetual storm was, could end up kind of backfiring. But no, it definitely has potential. I'll have to wait and see. Out of all the hero classes, it's for sure going to be the strongest of any of the new ones they're going to be adding. They would have to make one super ultra broken by design to make one stronger than whatever the elemental hero class is going to be. Perpetual green storm. Would that be good for elementals? There's a couple elementals that could use that usefully. I feel like yellow storm would be the most effective. Do we have perpetual yellow yet? Yes, we have it off of yeah, they wouldn't do that because we already have the alpha storm color. Oh, you know what? Perpetual green would be okay because it synergizes with Mirage Queen pretty well. Perpetual green. That'd be really good Mirage Queen synergy. Oh yeah, and then you could do it with Truffle or... Oh yeah, you're right. Perpetual green would be the most overpowered. I forgot because of Truffle and Beatrix. Aha, yeah, you're right. Perpetual green would be very broken on an elemental class. Like ultra broken. Especially if it gets Forestry with it. Because then it even synergizes with Rowan team too. And makes Rowan team even more powerful. It's still not quicker than this, even if that happened though. But you know, for the stuff that you still use Rowan for, it would be more powerful. Still a lot of things you use Rowan for, even though this team exists now. It's just Gnome event is not one of them anymore. Assuming you have this. Obviously, if you don't have this, you go for Gnome. I mean, you go for Rowan. Rowan's still like 4 wins per minute. But one Truffle, or sorry, one Iron Hawk is like 5 wins per minute. And 3 Iron Hawks is 6 wins per minute. Which is basically 50% more efficient than using Rowan. From a how many gnomes you'll end up getting perspective. As well as EXP. So hello, Nightmare! Welcome. Also, hello, Nagatsu. Welcome as well. Also, hello, John. You currently got 3 Pity Keys and 4 Vault Keys, leveling up Frost Mage. Nice. Yeah, Frost Mage is a really good hero class to have up as well. It's mostly used for Guild War defense, but there's a couple other instances where it could be useful. But Guild War defense is its main purpose. You definitely want to get it to at least 70. I don't think it needs 100. I definitely wants to get to at least 70. Oh, why am I taking moves? We already have auto win. I still keep doing that out of habit. Whenever I see an extra turn, especially a green-blue, because I'm so used to Rowan quick kill. But whenever I see an extra turn, it's like, oh, gotta go take it. Despite the fact that we literally have an auto win button. That as soon as we click, we just win. Click button to win. That's kind of a joke in a lot of games, but it literally exists in Gems of War. Click button to win. That would have been really funny if Ironhawk was the April mythic. We haven't really gotten anything holiday related for April Fool's Day. They've done like a couple jokes here and there some years, but we've never actually gotten like a troop or something similar related to April Fool's Day. I wonder if we will this year. Probably not. But you never know. I feel like a lot of games don't do too much for it. Animal Crossing didn't last year either. I wonder if they will this year. There's actually a NPC in Animal Crossing made for April Fool's Day, but they didn't do it last year. Which kind of makes sense because the game was only like 10 days old. So trying to pull an April Fool's joke that early. Probably a little too early. You heard Brewster will be in the next event after this one? I sure hope so. I still haven't played any game where he's in. There's a lot that they could do with it. Plus, it's probably going to get its own building. And plus, if he comes back in, that probably means we get Dryroids, which is what I've been saving, like, literally all my resources for. Because Dryroids without time travel are going to be so annoying to get. They're normally one of the hardest collections to get in any Animal Crossing game. Because you only get one after every rainy day. And it's completely random. It's basically like trying to get all the red art, except there's even more of them. At least there's no fakes. Yes, he does sell coffee. I wonder if it'll have some kind of effect in Animal Crossing, like making you run quicker or something. They added teleportation with the Mario patch. I still can't believe that. Let's see. I'll throw that down. Yeah, I only ever played the first Animal Crossing game. But Gyroids have been in literally every Animal Crossing except New Horizons. Yet. It obviously will be coming in at some point. New Horizons is one of those kind of games where they're going to have like a slow content drip for literally years upon years. The game sold way too many copies for them to not keep supporting the game forever. Honestly, Switch could basically move on to like another console, and they would still probably be doing Animal Crossing stuff just because of how much of a population the game has. At least until Animal Crossing comes out on the next console. Though we're still ages away from that. But yeah, last I recall, they've sold 33 million copies, which is absurd. It's on track by the 1-year mark to be the most sold Switch game of all time. Which would also be, I believe, one of the top 10 selling Nintendo games of all time. Which would also be somewhere in the top of all games sold ever. Somewhere's in there. Not sure exactly where. I know Minecraft's currently the absolute highest as far as game that has sold the absolute most amount of copies. I think it's like several hundred million. I can't remember the number. It's something absurdly high. Google probably knows. Let's see. I'm just gonna type in top 10. Why is it not typing? Top 10 selling games of all time. Can you give me numbers? You're telling me a list. I need numbers. Give me hard numbers. There we go. I was right. Minecraft's at 200 million. Let's see. Animal Crossing. Yep, there it is. Animal Crossing New Horizons is, at this current moment in time, the 15th most sold game of all time. Not just Nintendo, but literally in the existence of games. It is the 15th most sold game ever. Actually, Terraria's at... Oh, wow, Terraria's at 18th. I didn't realize Terraria was that high. Gosh, they're at like 30 million. Yeah, Animal Crossing New Horizons at 31.18 million. That's probably higher by now. I believe those numbers from about a month or two ago. Yeah, Minecraft's number 1. Grand Theft Auto 5 is number 2. Then Tetris. Tetris was the highest for so long, and then it got beat out by 2 other games. Wii Sports is pretty high, but that's mostly because it came with like every Wii in existence, except the ones in Japan. Yeah, that's pretty high. That is high. So where did my stream go? Oh, there it is. Aha. Is my avatar still wearing the festival outfit? Yes. It's a really cool outfit. But yes, he's still wearing it. Back to the April Fool's topic. Was Mongo an April Fool's related troop? I don't think he was. He was a joke, but I don't think it specifically was for April Fool's. I don't think it was. It came around when they changed their servers, and it was a joke related to the previous servers. But, I don't think it came for April Fool's Day. It was a joke, but it wasn't a joke for April Fool's. I don't believe. But yes, Mongo was a joke troop. But I don't think it specifically was an April Fool's joke troop. It might have been. I can't remember when it came out. There's actually a way to check. Let me go look up Gems of War database. Actually, good. Show it up on screen. If we go to Gems of War database, Gems of War database. If I can highlight things correctly. GeoWDB.com. Go to timeline. Type in Mongo. Where's Mongo? Is that not how you spell Mongo? How do you spell Mongo? How do you spell Mongo? February 20... Okay, yeah, it wasn't April Fool's. Am I spelling Mongo wrong? Or how do you spell his name? February 2017... Is it? I don't see it here. I don't see it here. Because I believe it has every troop highlighted. But I'll take your word for it. February 2017. That sounds about right. That date sounds about right. But yeah, it wasn't an April Fool's joke. It was just a joke. But it wasn't specifically for April Fool's. It was related to the servers for the game. Oh yeah, if you go to the troop, it probably tells you when it was released. Yeah, that's true. If you go to that same website, but go to the troop, it'll tell you when it was released. That would have made more sense. I went to the master timeline instead of the troops thing. Hello, Bacon! Welcome. All's been well. We've been grinding hard. Looks like we'll gain a level this stream, too. Also, we still haven't gotten that Vault key, by the way. I'll add another condition. If we get a level, we'll also hand out a code. Not another code, but, you know, the initial code. It's basically whenever we get first Vault key or when we gain that level. Whichever one comes first. Which, at this point, might be the level if we keep getting unlucky. We've already gained like 2 or 3 levels this weekend. No, if you count the one that we're about to gain. Which is actually a lot given how slow EXP moves this late in the game. Hello, Kevin! Welcome. Takes multiple hours just to gain a level. Even with efficient EXP farming methods. Also, what we're doing right now is the quickest EXP rate in the entire game, by the way. It's not too relevant, but it's a byproduct of what we're doing. So, hello, Kevin! Welcome. Yeah, we've been doing well. Still been doing Gems of War every day. Next side game we'll be doing is probably Century Age of Ashes when it launches, or well, it's not launching, but when the beta comes up on the 12th? 12th to 21st. Expect a lot that initial weekend. The 12th, 13th, 14th. We just have an invasion event that day for Gems of War, so we'll easily be able to cover it in like an hour. Also, last time they did the started the beta at 11, my time. So if they do that again, we could literally do Gems of War from 10 to 11 and then do the Dragon game after that, immediately. Assuming they start it back up at the same time. We'll probably know the day beforehand. Why do I keep taking moves? It's such a habit. That's completely pointless with this team. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. When we're grinding is a pretty good time to go over stuff. Do you have our Volkey or 1,000 glory? Either or is acceptable. That is neither of those, but 500 glory is still not bad. Just seeing a glory gnome is pretty nice. No, I wish that number was 5 epics. I have only ever gotten 1 epic key. The left number is how many Volkeys we found. The right number is how many pity keys we've gotten. Which is a mechanic that they added last year, around the summertime or so. Which is actually one of the biggest buffs they ever did to any resource in the game. They made it so you could get a 20% bonus on every Vault key as well as pity keys. Where just finding gnomes will automatically give you keys even if you don't get keys. But no, we still only ever found 1 epic Vault key ever, unfortunately. Still 0 this weekend. I normally don't have a counter up for the epic Vault keys because almost every time we get 0. We're actually really, really exceedingly below drop rate right now. Yeah, I've only seen 1 ever. Though if we were to have gotten at the drop rate, we would have had like 6 or 7 by now. We're super unlucky on them. Do you want to have good loot? Nope. We're getting pretty bad loot tonight. Nothing over the top yet. A lot of average or below average drops. How can we get the value of the level instead of the bar to check how many EXPs? It's impossible, unfortunately. I'm not sure why it's impossible, but it is. There's no way to check how much EXP you need for a level. I know that makes absolutely no sense because all the EXP drops are numbers. So you'd kind of expect there'd be like a total number thing somewhere in the game. But no, there isn't. There was once a glitch on consoles that allowed you to see it, but there's never been an actual feature in game that allowed you to check how much EXP you need for your next level. I'm not sure why that still isn't a thing. Probably because the number is so intimidatingly high as far as how much EXP you need, which might be one of the reasons why they haven't added it. But yeah, to this day, we still have no way to see how much EXP you need for a level. Like, you can see how far your bar is, but at no point do you get a numerical value to how much more you need. Nor has there ever been a feature for such. Or at least intended anyways. There was one glitch feature on console once that allowed it. But never on PC Mobile was there a feature that allowed it. And never have they added an intended way to show it. Who knows, maybe they will eventually. I'm pretty sure they deliberately don't want to show it, though. Because you do realize this late in the game, that number is like 100,000 something. It's a really big, intimidating number. That's probably best to be left unseen, which is why they don't show it. So close to that level. Speaking of levels, getting there. And at this rate, we're probably going to reach that before we hit a Volkey. Which is kind of sad, because that means we might not get a Volkey this stream. I definitely want one. Do you have the Volkey? You know you want to give us a Volkey. That is very much not a Volkey. That's literally your worst drop. Six in the last session plus 5 in this session. No. I wished. I wish that was the case. I've gotten literally 0 tonight. What, he lived? That's not good. That is extremely not good. That is exceedingly not good. Oh yeah, that's not as bad. Watch, he has an epic Volkey because he was trying to escape. Nope, just 5 gems. And a guard token. Oh, that's why he survived. He was over top of a mythic. I was gonna say, how did our normal gnome survive? It was because he was over top of a mythic. Aha. Because that gnome type normally doesn't survive, but because he was over top of mythic, he had enough durability for it. I think every gnome in the game could survive if it was over top of mythic. Except maybe Daemon Gnome, because I believe it has really high attack. That might be the only one that wouldn't survive over top of mythic. Because they become the rarity of whatever they replace. So that became an ultra rare because it replaced an ultra rare. Which means they have higher stats the higher the rarity they overtake. Yes, the Greed Dust Devil team will make it so no gnome will survive. The Mythic still does, though. But yeah, every gnome would die to the Greed one. Also, we're getting really unlucky with some of these gnomes. There we go. Yeah, the main reason we're not using it is slightly slower, but you do get gold along the way. Gosh, how are we getting so unlucky? We're really bad luck tonight. Within 5 battles, we got in 3 gnomes that all were outside of kill range. But at least we're finding gnomes, though. Even over a legend, that guy doesn't survive. Also, what's with all the gnomes? Oh! I'm fine with all the gnomes. We got it. Wow, what a way to give out a code. The only key of the stream. And we finally got another one. It only took us forever and a half. But I can finally add another +1. There we go. That +1 represents the only epic Volkey we will find all weekend. Oh wait, you can't see it. It's too large. Hold up. I need to edit it. It's not used to being so big. This doesn't normally happen. It's so big the screen doesn't even fit it. Oh wait, I need to fix this. Hold up. I will fix this. Why is it not wanting to move correctly? Why is my program making this so hard? It keeps like auto moving it, but I want to like tweak it slowly, but it doesn't want to move correctly. This program is so weird. Why won't you let me move the thing how I want to move the thing? It doesn't make any sense how it's trying to do it. It won't let me center it. This will bother me to no end. Okay, let me go. Hold up. Let me undo the +1. Wait, why is it not? Oh, I'm doing the wrong keyboard thingy. Aha! Hold up. I'm using the wrong keyboard. Fail. That's funny. Wrong keyboard. Wait, it's still not wanting to work though. There it goes. Aha! That's funny. That's what happens when you're using 3 keyboards. Let me go make this... You know what? I'm going to make this nice and condensed right next to it. I might as well make all of them right next to each other. I don't know. Would that get too clustered? I think that's fine like that. There we go. Aha! We have done it. Oh, but now that kind of looks weird. I'll make them all not capped then. There we go. Math. No, I just need to center it a bit more. That should be good enough. Alright, there we go. An epic vault key. Okay, it's code time. Let me go hand out a code. Let's see. Let me grab the code. I said next key we would hand out code, and that is very much a key. That is the best key in the entire game. There is no... It's even better than a VIP key. But then again, even a normal vault key is. But that is the best key in the game. Let's see. The almighty epic vault key. So why won't it let me use it? I'm definitely clicking the right computer. There it goes. Where is the thingy thing? Thingy thing? Thingy thing? There you guys go. There's a redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says, right over here is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters, starting with Dr. D, the DRD. And give same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. You might want to save the gem key for the new mythic in 2 weeks. March 5th is next mythic. Not counting the one from Season Pass. Okay, anyways, now that we got an epic vault key, let's go back to the grind and go get more. Now that we got like 6 gnomes within, 4 gnomes within 6 battles. Hello, Luke. Welcome. There we go. Epic vault keys do exist in the drop table. I wouldn't know. I never get them until today. That's our second epic vault key ever. Hopefully we get more this weekend. You got one last vault event? Nice. Yeah, hopefully we'll get multiple this vault event. They do exist. I wouldn't know. Who knows? Maybe we can get lucky and get 3 this weekend. I'm not sure if I want to use it or not. We're definitely going to be opening a bunch of vault keys on Sunday. But I'm not sure if I'm going to open the epic vault keys yet. I kind of want to save some in case exclusive drops ever come to them. It's very likely that will never happen. But there's a non-zero chance it would eventually happen. But currently no drop is exclusive to epic vault keys. Every drop in epic vault keys exists within vault keys. Some things might be weighted a bit differently, and of course the amount you get is more in an epic vault key. But all the drops are the same. Currently. Let's see. Cinder Mirage and Druk Zoom. I'm actually surprised Druk Zoom would work. Cinder Mirage sounds like it would. There's a lot of really low durability there. The only thing that might be a little bit weird is Greed. But I guess because it's a rare, it doesn't initially have the value. Because if you're killing it immediately, it wouldn't matter if he gains gold on turn 1 because he'd be dead by turn 0. Yeah, Cinder Mirage definitely sounds like it would work. Because the highest durability troop there, I believe, is the rare. But because it's a rare, it doesn't have enough durability to live. Like, if they were all maxed, I think Greed has the highest durability there, but they're not, so it's easy kill. And since he can't get his gold on turn 1, I mean his HP, because you also win before he does. Scout. But yes, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot. Is greatly appreciated. The only problem is we won't have any moment as hype this stream as getting an epic Volkey, unless we get 2 epic Volkeys. I highly doubt we're getting another epic Volkey tonight, though. This weekend, we might. But specifically tonight, probably not. Nothing else, at least we gotta go get that level. We're gonna grind a little bit further than that, though, of course. But at minimum, need to go get that level. So close. Yeah, double Ironhawk works pretty much everywhere, especially if you do double Dust Devil, double Ironhawk. I don't think there's a single location where that almost doesn't work, except for the 0 HP troops. I think those are the only ones it wouldn't work on. That and the really heavy spell reduction areas, obviously. Oh, never mind, those don't work. Never mind, that wouldn't matter. Well, I guess it lowers your Dust Devil, but it doesn't lower your Ironhawk. Yeah, running anything that isn't triple Ironhawk is slower, but not much slower. Like double Ironhawk, Greed, Dust Devil is very similar speed to this, but it's slightly slower. But you get gold. You get like double the gold for using the Greed team. It's not exactly double, but it's almost double. Oh yeah, duh, I keep forgetting. Explorer 1 has no traits. I always keep forgetting that. So it doesn't even matter if they have Revive. The only thing that would matter are the 0 base attack troops, which would be Broken Spire, Dragon's Claw, but Dragon's Claw has the lowest durability of any of the 0 attacks. Whereas Broken Spire, Dragon's Claw, Karkaroth, because it has Thorn Wall, or Tentacle Wall, whatever it's called, and there's like one other one. Kazale, because of the Dwarven Gate. I think that's all of them, right? I don't think every color has one yet. Red doesn't have one yet, and purple one. Oh no, then again, there's a green-purple one. What color doesn't have one? I know red doesn't. I feel like there's another color. Yellow doesn't either. No. Yellow has egg. Yeah, is red the only color that doesn't have a wall? I think so. Like a 0 attack troop that has really high durability. Because there's blue, brown, green, purple, yellow. Yeah, red's the only color. Every color has a 0 attack troop except for red, which makes sense because red generally have the highest base attack of any color. Am I forgetting one? Is there any red troop that has 0 attack, base attack? Because that means they have really high durability. I don't think there is. Unless I'm forgetting one. Every color has one except red. We gotta send Mirage real quick. But yeah, Cinder Mirage has a lot of really high attack stuff. Greed was the main thing I thought would make it not work. But because it's such a low rarity, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, we can go Cinder Mirage real quick. Yeah, Greed has super low durability as a rare. Yep, it's definitely low enough. And the legend's pretty high attack as well. I forgot what the second legend was though, but I'm pretty sure it's still one-shottable. Oh yeah, wasn't it Lust? Or the Succubus? Which is also Lust. Yeah, that would that is what she's called. So yeah, she has a slightly higher durability, but she's probably one-shottable still. She's probably exactly 20, if I had to guess. Because she has the highest durability of the three for sure. I'm pretty sure she's exactly 20. Find out if we can find her. She's definitely the highest of the three. Oh, you're gonna make leaderboard. Nice, John. Did we get lost, or did we get that guy again? We keep getting the same one. I'm pretty sure Lust is within range. Oh, speaking of in range, hello, no. Do you want to drop an Epic Volkey? That is very much not an Epic Volkey. I like how we get a minor trait stone with the exact same color next to his double trait stone drop of the uselessness that he dropped. Yeah, I really hope when they do Puzzle Quest 3, it really needs crossplay and cross-progression if they're going to release on console. At this point, I'm not sure if Gems of War is ever going to get it. But if they're going to release Puzzle Quest 3 on consoles as a multiplayer game, they kind of have to. Otherwise, the game will die on some platforms. Because it's not going to be a big enough player base if they split it like they do Gems of War. Like, with Gems of War, it doesn't matter. Because it's not multiplayer. Well, you know, there's like some multiplayer-esque elements. But you don't need it to like queue up into battles or anything like that. Whereas for something like Puzzle Quest, while it probably will have some single player aspects, it will also have multiplayer aspects that will require at least one other person. And without crossplay and cross progression, that is going to be very annoying on some platforms. That's kind of funny. Our guild's pretty much also 26. We're currently 27th, but we're trying to take back 25th. So we're about to be 26 very soon. Once again. We were as high as top 10, I believe, at one point. Where we kind of slipped a little. Let's see. Where are we right now? How big is the gap? Oh, we did! Congrats, guild! We retook 26 already. Let's go take that 25. But yeah, we're tied with you. Except on a different platform. 26. Nice. Now let's go get 25th. Come on, guild. We got this. Let's keep grinding. I didn't even notice that. We actually took that back today. Quite a bit of a larger gap until we take 25th, though. And the main reason you'd want to hit top 25 is if you click guild and you click show top, it goes down to 25. And we're one guild short. We're so close yet so far. We're getting there soon. But yeah, we were 27th this morning. Guild's pushing hard. I wonder how many people in my guild actually have this team. I believe it's half, though I have no way of knowing the exact number of people. The only way you would ever know if every person in your guild has a mythic is if you get off a legendary task. The chance of specifically getting an Iron Hawk off of a legendary task is so absurdly low. It's already rare enough to get a mythic off of it, let alone the mythic you actually need for your guild. I know you do, Isabel. Hey, a Volkey, nice. That's what you want to see. This stream started so bad, but the later half of this stream has had such insane loot. Nice. Also, we probably almost got that next pity key, but now we're at 751, 7 Volkeys, 5 pity, and epic. Which feels weird to say because epic's normally always 0. What's my level and troop count? We just got level 1,620. Our troop count is all of them. Well, all of them except in RageCarrion, but we have the ability to get it. I'm just deliberately choosing not to craft it. But we're 1 off from all, but I have the resources to go get a in RageCarrion. I'm just choosing not to get it. Also, we're getting pretty close to the 1,000 troop mark. This year we'll need to do something special for it. But this year will be the year we hit 1,000 plus troops. It is the year. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you weren't asking me. Oh no, he's gonna live. No, not this mess again. There we go. Oh no, I thought we'd get a skull there. Oh wait, I could have dropped that. No, yes, there we go. Wasn't too bad. That could have been 1,000 times worse. And of course we get his weakest drop. But if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. I'll make sure to do so. Trying to adjust the thing, but it's not coming any closer. Also, I put a weight on top of the mic stand so it would never topple over. Because I noticed when I was initially setting it up that this mic is so large that it occasionally gets a little bit heavy and like makes the thing tilt. But the solution to it was putting a heavy weight on it so it would never do that. So I have like a towel on it with a gigantic weight so that it would never tilt over. Just to make sure it never tumbles over. Just because the mic is so large. Man, it's a really sturdy stand. But even it can't handle the weight of this massive mic. We do eventually need to get another mic. But this one still works. We haven't had this mic since the beginning of the channel. And it's still been going good. I know all of our loot might have dried up. Can't even find any gnomes. They all disappeared. We'll find a cluster eventually. He's like hiding in clusters. Also, I still like how this team wins so quick. That the audio is basically just looping the windscreen. I'm pretty sure I have the audio so low that it's not annoying. Yeah, I'm not sure if the game actually likes just having them in clusters, or if it just kind of seems like that, but it definitely feels like they are. Where you go on like dry streaks for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then you find every single gnome in existence for like a few minutes, and then they all disappear again. Because previous cluster, we got an epic Volky and a Volky. Since then, we've gotten like a soul gnome, and that's it. Hello, Gamora. Welcome. I know everyone's grinding hard this weekend. It is the grind weekend. If there's any time to be grinding Gems of War, it is during this 3-day period. You could literally not grind Gems of War at any other point and just do your basic dailies and only grind Vault events. And you'd still be ahead of, like, most people if you just grind the Vault event. It is just that good. I'm actually going to take a skull here so we can end this. Otherwise, that battle would have been a lot more annoying. Luckily, he was in first slot, which made that a lot easier. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to take that skull to hit him. Hello, gnomes. Oh, we might have found a cluster. Let's hope so. Okay, we found his useless drop. This might not be our cluster gnome. That's too awful of a drop. Hello, Bushka! Welcome! And hello, Icy! Welcome as well. I mean, Ice to Crystals. I have no clue how I read the 2 as a Y. That is very much not a Y. Yeah, this is the quickest XP rate in the entire game. Not counting doing this exact same thing during 100% bonus off of Guild Wars. But not counting 100% bonus, this is the quickest you can ever get for XP rate. Previously it was Ruane quick kill, but now it's Dust Devil quick kill. Come on, Volky or Epic Volky. Want to see one more to stream? Actually, we might get a pity key soon. We're pretty close to the next pity. Also, we definitely found the cluster. But we're not finding any loot from them, though. We've had such horrible loot in this cluster. Catch you later, Defiant. Have a good night. I think we're going to keep going until we get another Vault Key. That's probably bad to say because it could take us literally an hour or two. But I think we're going to keep going until we get one more Vault Key. I want the Vault Key. There's a good chance we're not going to get it, though, unfortunately. See, how's the guild trophy numbers looking? Oh, so I set a goal this week for my guild to go hit 3,000, and we haven't even hit 3,000 yet ourselves. We're definitely going to, but we're not there yet. I'm curious how many people in my guild are going to bankrupt me of all my gift thingies. Because I did say everyone who gets over 3,000 I'll give it to. Try to encourage more people to go for it. Though the problem is half my guild might go for it. How big is that gap? It's a 20... It was a 30-something this morning gap. I forgot the exact number, but it was 30-something thousand earlier. And right now it's a 26,000 gap. So we definitely closed the gap. There's also one person down right now. But yeah, we definitely closed the gap slightly. Now we just need to close it more. Over 30,000 more. Because obviously they're still gaining trophies as well. So we need to do 26,000 plus whatever they're gaining to pass them. Yeah, mythics take a little while to get when you're first starting out. Once you get into a decent guild, you kind of get a lot from that, though, and start building them up. Oh, 20 gem drop, nice. But Vault Weekend's a great way to catch up. After like 6 Vault Weekends, your account can pretty much look like a late game player's account, pretty much. If you like super grind the Vault events, because they just give so much loot. And there's really cheap accessible teams for it too. Like Rowan Leprechaun on Explore 1, 2, or 3 is like already enough to be good. It's like 4 wins per minute. It's not Ironhawk level quick, but it's still insanely quick. Plus the nice thing about it is you get up the Explore level a little bit, and you also get gold while doing it. Or more gold than you would from doing this. You can also level your heroes that way too. You could theoretically level your hero with Ironhawk variant teams, but they become slower if you do. So Rowan's probably still the best way to level up your hero, at least in the sense of while farming. Even though the Ironhawk variant of it's still quicker. Oh no, I guess the Ironhawk variant of it's still better. Because I believe one Ironhawk while farming hero XP is still 5 wins per minute, whereas Rowan's like 4 wins per minute. But obviously that still requires an Ironhawk, but that's not a big deal. You can still get a pretty good rate off of Rowan. Rowan is still going to be like the cheap option always. Because all you require for Rowan is, for upscaling Rowan, all you need is Arskea Shield from Sentinel Hero class. From 250 wins on it. And for the standard team, all you really need is like any weapon. Or Arskea Shield there if you want. Followed by Rowan, Leprechaun, and Mirage Queen. But the Mirage Queen, oddly enough, probably the hardest thing to get. Unless Leprechaun's being very elusive for whatever reason. Mirage Queen's still pretty easy, though, because you can always technically event key it. Not with event keys, but with shards on Sunken Fleet. And then the only hard part might be trading it. The farming to Tradestones for it's not too hard, but it feels really tedious, Tradestone farming in early game. Just because there's so many other things you could be doing. Oh, you got 2 of them? Nice. Yeah, Ironhawk is so insane. I really hope they don't nerf it. They need to just treat it like a Ferris Raw and not nerf it. Because Ferris Raw seemed like he was way too overpowered for souls when he first came out. And then he was never nerfed. But that's probably because he was a mythic. And they need to do the same thing with this. Where just accept it as a resource troop. And just never nerf it. Just make it a meta resource troop. Obviously, specifically for farming XP and for gnomes. I wonder if we're ever going to get a gold mythic. Now that they nerf Skeleton Key. Like something that does damage based on gold that also increases your max capacity for gold or something. Like a full AoE based on gold boost ratio. While also having a gold final trait. That'd be insane. I highly doubt they would do that though. Because currently no mythic gold farms. Cedric's a legendary. Because now we have one for EXP and for gnomes, which is Ironhawk. We have one for souls, which is obviously Ferris Raw. But we don't have one for gold. We technically don't have one for glory either. However, no troop in the entire game farms glory. The only thing that farms glory is technically hero, given like 1 extra glory. But that's it. There's no troop mechanic that does it. That one dwarf that has the die gloriously mechanic seemed like he was going to give glory before he came out. But dying gloriously apparently just kills them and doesn't give you glory. That was such a tease, because in the spoilers it seemed like, oh, this might give you glory. And then it came out and it was like, oh, it's just useless. Could you imagine how meta that one dwarf would be if he gave you like 5 glory every time he casted? Though he would die, obviously, when he does. Like, the dynamic around that character would be so different if he did that instead of nothing. Yeah, it is 1 cast only. So you could only put 1 in your team. But still, if it gave 5 glory, and you could put 1 on your team, you'd use it on so many teams, just for the sake of getting a free 5 glory off. That's what was initially thought would it kind of do, but it didn't end up doing that, unfortunately, when it came back like 5 years ago. Or however long that was. Actually, that was more like 5.5 years ago. Because that was actually the first kingdom they ever added to the game. It actually seemed like they were going to launch with that kingdom. But they decided to hold off on it for a couple months and then release it as the very first kingdom to the game. But initially, because a lot of the promotional art and everything for the game actually used some of the troops from the kingdom. Oh, you forgot your first ever epic vault key. Congrats. Very nice. Always feels good to get the first one. Hey, we did it. We got it. Unfortunately, off a glory gnome, but it is a vault key nonetheless. Let's go add it to our stash. Oh, I hear a gnome. I don't see it though because I'm updating the number. There we go. We're up to how many keys is that? 14. Not bad. What is bad is that guy's not gonna die. There we go. Do you want to give us another key? That is that's still a good drop. 5,000 souls. I think we're in a cluster right now, so let's keep doing several more battles. Whenever I keep getting good loot like this, it keeps making me want to farm. Yep, we're definitely in a cluster right now. So the rest of the cluster's not giving us anything. Oh no, a double loading bar. What are you doing? I might have been winning too much. It's starting to lag. Almost always loads in one loading bar. Also, I almost feel like that loading bar is a little bit arbitrary. In the sense that if it's loading the second bar, it actually always loads it out completely. What do I mean by cluster? Oh, sometimes the gnomes cluster together. I don't think that's an actual mechanic, but it definitely seems like they are. I just like doing them a bunch when they are doing that. I'm pretty sure the game just has it randomly each time. And it has no effect on anything. But it sure seems like it does. If anyone else have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably do a few more battles and end it there. At least for tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow night to go on the grind. Gosh, minor trade stones though. It's definitely confirmation bias for sure. Oh, another 5,000 souls, nice. Every time I keep seeing good loot, it's like all the loot we miss out on if we don't farm. That's the only problem with constantly getting good drops from this. It just gets so addictive to keep doing it more. I need sleep eventually, though. We might stay up a little bit later to do it tomorrow night, and maybe Sunday. Because I might just stay up to do the video anyways on Sunday. Into Monday. I can't tonight, though, because I have some stuff I need to do tomorrow morning. So I can't stay up too late. Oh, 20,000 gold drop, that's not bad. It's not one of his better drops, but it's not his worst. It's far from his worst. He can actually drop up to 50,000 gold. It's very rare that he does the 50,000 though. We've seen the 30,000 today. He's got the 20,000 there. I don't think we've seen the 50,000 today, but he does have it. It's one of his rare drops. It's not even that good of a drop either. Like 20 gems is actually better than 50,000 gold. Honestly, even one gem key might be better than 50,000 gold. How many gnomes killed so far? Good question. We can figure that out by going to our pity timer. We have killed, I should probably put this into a calculator because doing this in my head will definitely fail. 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 8. We have killed 113 gnomes so far this weekend. Assuming I did not mistype anything. But yeah, 113. So we killed over 100 already. Yep, 113. I know, all the gnomes that have died for their resources. Although technically way more wild plains Tauruses are dying than gnomes. There's not going to be any Tauruses left. They're going to be an extinct species. All that's going to be left are Rashkas and, what's the other thing called? Rashka and Wargears. There's not going to be any Tauruses left. Yeah, I'll finish through this cycle and then we'll call it a wrap. Before I sit here for another hour just to grind. Though I definitely will be grinding plenty more this weekend. My burger's on the grill. I don't know, what would Taurus meat even taste like? I don't know, what would an ox taste like? Also, it's the year of the ox. That's kind of what they are. Like bovines, kind of. But anyways, okay, that was the end of the cycle. And all of our mails just our key. Oh wait, we have a 6 pity key. When did that happen? Oh, never mind. I didn't update my number. That's still a 5. It looked like a 6 for a second. Let me go update our number. Nice. So we're actually at 15 Volkies. See, you don't need to go spend 10 bucks. Look at that. We already hit 15. It's the first day. The day's not even over yet. And we're already at 15 Volkies. Or you can cheat and spend $10 and have 15. But we already hit 15. Though one of them is Epic Volkey. But obviously an Epic Volkey is better than a normal Volkey. Yep, we're at 15. 8 plus 6 plus 1. We found 8 keys. 6 of them were from Pity. And one of them was an Epic Volkey. So far so good. Pretty good weekend so far. Let's keep the numbers going. It's only day 1. Still got 2 other days. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for now. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We will be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. Hopefully go a little bit longer tomorrow, since I don't have anything I need to do Sunday morning, so we can go a little bit longer Saturday night. I'll have another redeem code tomorrow as well, so we always do every stream. And we'll go from there. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing 2 things, or a few things. We'll be going over all the spoilers for the week on Sunday. We'll be doing more grinding. And we will also be opening every Volkey we've gotten this weekend, except the Epic Volkeys. But every normal Volkey we get this weekend, we will be opening on Sunday nights. So if you want to see a bunch of juicy Volkey openings, I'll be doing that Sunday night. We're saving all of them just so we could track them a little bit better. Because we know we started with 269. So whatever the difference is with this is how many we have. So we know we have 8. Just by looking at this, we could tell we have 8. And then we could compare it to our number and see, yep, it's 8. Just in case we lose track of it. Or if I'm doing some grinding off stream, it's a lot easier to keep track that way. So that's why we're not using any keys until all the way at the end. Just because it's really easy to track that way. I always do it that way. You just keep track of what your base number was when you started. And then you don't claim any of your pity keys. And if you do this, all you have to do is see what this number is to know how many pity keys you have. And then you just have to take the difference between the number you started with and how many you currently have to figure out how many you found. Not counting Epic Volkeys. Those you have to keep track of manually. Though you're going to be getting so few that won't be hard. But anyways, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope you have a wonderful gnome grinding weekend. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks.